I woke up one day on a Wednesday. I was at school and I found out that my dad had died abruptly. And so after that, I realized that life is precious and that our time here on earth is not for certain. And so I would say don't wait until you've lost what you have to appreciate what you do have. And don't be prideful. And don't make the mistake of assuming that you're going to be here tomorrow to be there for the people that you need to be there for. Don't let pride get in the way and appreciate the people you have around you. Your time here on earth is precious and every second counts.
I recently ended a 4-year relationship engagement because I realized I had a lot of people pleasing tendencies and had this dream of this perfect partner that I made up in my head that I really wanted it to be true, but I realized it's okay that I can't fix people and create a reality that isn't there. So I had to end it for myself.
So just recently, I lost the person who raised me. He was my grandfather. Um, he is the reason for anything possibly good about me. And he passed away, which was very devastating. Um, Still not completely back to normal from that, but one thing is that every year, the fruit trees that he planted in his yard, the persimmon tree and the pomegranate tree and the guava tree, they all fruit and ripen around September, which is around my birthday. And I'll be in the backyard and I will be plucking the persimmons, racing ants to try and beat them to the persimmon. And I think to myself, he's still feeding me, even now.
My parents would instill fear and their fear on me, and it would stop me from growing as a person. So I said, one day in my life, I just said, F it, and let me just start taking chances for what I believe in, what I was passionate about. And a lot of things that I never thought I would have in my life started coming to my life, and I was very successful at things that I would never even imagine. And it was all based off of just taking that chance. And imagine if I would have done that at an earlier age in my life, I would have definitely unlocked a lot of things. And I don't regret it. I would just say, behind fear, there's always opportunities that you would never know that you could unlock. And that was definitely something that I've learned now at the age of 38.
I guess I should give a trigger warning about this. It's about unaliving. But when I was 15, my very first boyfriend tried to kill me, and then I tried to kill myself. And having something like that happen at such a young age really made me reject the idea of good in people. It made me reject a higher power, and I really didn't have a lot of hope. I'm 30 now, and a lot of other things have happened, and so I'm just wondering how the hell I'm still alive. And it wasn't until recently that a lot of weird coincidences and things started lining up, and I started to believe that something was watching over me. And, the older I get, and after everything that's happened, I understand more the importance of having something to put your faith in, some kind of structure, especially if it keeps you waking up every day.
So, growing up, I moved around a lot of states. I was at a different elementary, middle, and high school where I was bullied, a different city for college. I was constantly surrounded by change and starting over, and I was never taught boundaries by my parents, who fought a lot, and I didn't have a close relationship with. I didn't know how to express my needs or feelings, and as a result, when it came to my friendships and relationships, I would always overextend myself, going above and beyond, even when I was overwhelmed. I didn't think people would love me unless I was useful or offered something. And so eventually I ended up dating someone who just took and took until I had nothing left, and I justified her bad behavior because of her past. And it was through that experience that I took a step back to reflect on myself. And while it's still something I'm working on, I'm learning to love and respect myself more and more every day, and I've never been happier.